Welcome to Beyond the Nebula, where humanity doesn't just survive, we rewrite the stars. These original HFY stories explore what happens when humans show the galaxy what we're truly made of. Admiral Sailor of the Qorr Dominion stood motionless as red glyphs bloomed across the holotable. One by one, her destroyers, sleek, white-shelled serpents, vanished from the display. No alarms, no warning shots, just absence. "What is happening?" she asked, her voice a low growl that didn't quite hide the panic. Her bridge crew, a half-dozen elite tacticians genetically bred for command, stared back at her, frozen. "Warships Veneer 6, Ratha 9 and Coilbreaker, gone," said Tactical Officer Qorr, eyes flicking side to side as he scanned for logic in the data. No debris, no energy signatures, just silence. "Impossible," Sailor snapped. "That fleet represents the Dominion's finest." "They were erased in 4 seconds, Qorr interrupted. "Not defeated. Erased." She turned to her communications officer. "Has the Terran ship fired a weapon?" "No. It hasn't moved, not even a power surge." Sailor clenched her jaw. "So how in the void did we just lose 3 capital ships? There was only one ship out there. It hadn't replied to hails. It hadn't approached. It hadn't powered weapons. It had just arrived. And now, in the span of a breath, it had claimed a third of her fleet without even moving." The Terran vessel defied every known signature. No emission, no gravitational wake, no thermal output. Their sensors couldn't track its mass. Their scanners couldn't resolve its shape beyond a dull black hull like folded shadow. From the command platform of her flagship Apex Sovereign, Sailor squinted into the void and saw nothing. Just space. Except she knew something was there. Something real. Something that had just made her feel like a child holding a stick while a god watched from the dark. She tried again. Open comms. The channel clicked. "This is Admiral Sailor of the Qorr Dominion. Identify yourselves immediately." Silence. "Terran vessel, your incursion violates Dominion space. Disengage and respond, or you will be considered an active threat." More silence. Then a reply. But not spoken. Not from any frequency. It just appeared, text scrolling across every screen on the bridge simultaneously. "Stop following us." The letters were clean, human font, no signature, no traceable source. "What does that mean?" barked her second. "They're bluffing," she said, more to herself than anyone else, just psychological warfare. The moment she said it, another data packet arrived. This time it wasn't just words, it was information. Every vessel in the Qorr Dominion appeared in perfect registry, not just names and class, but schematics. Fault tolerances, maintenance records, crew rosters, personal logs, surveillance camera footage, private moments, classified war councils, intercepted whispers from intelligence operatives, all of it. The Dominion, stripped bare, wasn't even delivered with menace. No threats, just facts. Sailor stared as her command codes were decrypted before her eyes, her clearance, her rank spoofed in real time. She watched her own authorization be used to ground orbital defenses in 6 systems. "They know everything," her comms officer whispered. "No," Sailor said hollowly. "They've already been everywhere." Then came the second message. "This is your only warning." There was a moment, a fragile second, where the Admiral could have chosen escalation. Fire everything, empty the banks, use the Dominion's most forbidden relic weapons, die a martyr. Instead, she stood still, breathing. "Power down," she said, quietly. "Disengage weapons, issue ceasefire to the fleet." Qorr flinched. "Admiral, we've already lost, we just haven't burned yet." No one argued. Across the system, core ships dimmed, reactors cooled. The Terran ship made no move. It just existed, unblinking, unmoving, untouchable. Hours passed. Then the Terran ship disappeared. It didn't jump, it didn't accelerate. One moment it was there, an inscrutable blot of void, and the next it wasn't. As if it had never been. Admiral Sailor slumped into her command chair, all pretense gone. Sweat matted the fur across her neck and arms. What the void was that? She asked aloud. Qorr stared at the silent holomap. A message. 3 days later, diplomatic envoys arrived. Not from Earth. Not officially. Just quiet figures in simple clothes who spoke softly and brought devices that folded reality into tiny boxes and healed wounds that had lingered for generations. They didn't ask for surrender, they asked for silence and space. And that the Dominion stop looking for something they were never meant to find. In exchange, trade, access, peace. Not domination. Just a line drawn in the stars. One humanity had no interest in crossing unless pushed. Admiral Sailor signed the treaty herself. She retired soon after, her records sealed and redacted. No official mention of the Terran ship. No historical record of what happened in that system. But those who served that day remembered. And they taught their children a quiet rule, never written but understood across the stars. If a Terran vessel appears from nowhere and says nothing, do not follow, because the warship you're chasing isn't just invisible, it's already inside your systems, inside your mind, and it's already decided what happens next. If you enjoyed this story, leave a like and comment. It helps us reach more sci-fi fans like you. And if you love tales where humans shake the galaxy, subscribe to Beyond the Nebula for weekly uploads. Original story by Beyond the Nebula, AI-assisted, human-created. Narrated by Beyond the Nebula. New episodes every week.